Hey, this is Darren. Today we're going to talk about cleansing, juicing, and losing weight. Now, before you go on a cleanse, I want you to talk to your doctor first. You let them know what you're getting ready to do, okay? Let's get going. Hey everybody, it's Darren Dowler from the Mad Carrot Organic Juice Bar and Healthy Eatery in Playa del Rey, California. Today, we're going to be talking about cleanses. Now, I know a lot of you have heard about cleanses, especially this time of year because summer's right around the corner, and frankly, it's the most popular question of its time. Right now, right before summer, how do I lose weight? How do I get healthy? How do I get fit? Well, I'm going to show you what a juice cleanse is. Now, you've heard of many cleanses. There's the lemonade cleanse, the master cleanse, great cleanse. It's a depletion cleanse. I've done it. It's not my favorite one, but it does work, and it's a good cleanse. There are straight out fasts. There are straight out diets. A juice cleanse is when you clean your body out at night and then you get up in the day and you do nothing but drink juice. You don't eat food for a given amount of time. Now, a juice cleanse can go from 8 hours to a day to a week. It can go 2 weeks. Maybe some of you have seen Sick, Fat, and Nearly Dead. Joe Cross did it for 60 days. He did nothing but green juices for 60 days. And if you've watched the video, you know what kind of results he got. He went from being very sickly and obese to looking like he should have been on the front of Men's Fitness in 60 days. That's how quickly and how powerful it is. Okay, now, I'm not just going to tell you about how to cleanse. I'm not just going to show you how to cleanse. I'm going to cleanse, and I'm going to show you how I cleanse when I do a cleanse. You can lose anywhere from a half a pound to 3 or 4 pounds a day, depending on how you approach a cleanse. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, I can't go days without eating. You really can. What people don't realize is that, 200-300 years ago, people ate very little compared to the way we eat now. But you also have to remember that when you're juicing, when you're drinking juices, you're getting much more nutrition than when you're eating full plates of food that's cooked and dead. Juices are loaded with nutrition. This bottle right here, that's as much nutrition as 16 plates of food on the average American diet. Now think about that. Now I'll get into that later because I know that probably blew your mind a little bit, and I get it because it blew my mind too when I first heard of it. Back in 1990 when I started juicing, it literally changed my life. Now I'm also a musician and an actor. Some of you know me from Paul Revere and the Raiders. Some of you know me from my last film, Rock and Roll the Movie, maybe Christmas in Hollywood. I have to stay fit for my job. Being a performer, nobody likes to see a big fat performer on stage most of the time. So I have, this last few months, I've let myself go. I went on a cruise, I ate like a pig, went out and had drinks with friends, ate as much of anything as I wanted, and I put on a good 20 pounds that I don't want. I stopped working out, started eating like everybody else. Now look, I'm gonna turn this side. You can see I got a pretty good little girth going here, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain the cleanse, we're gonna do the cleanse, and I'm gonna show you my daily progress. So if you're wary about doing a cleanse, don't do it right now. Sit back for a couple of weeks, watch me do my thing, and I'll walk you through it, okay? Okay, to do a cleanse, we need certain things. I recommend a laxative to start this thing off. You want to clean yourself all the way out, but I don't like chemical laxatives, so I'm going to suggest you either get Smooth Move or Lacey LeBeau Super Dieters Tea. They are made with the senna leaf, which is a natural laxative. It's a really good natural laxative as well. You can also get that in pill forms if you're not a big tea fan. On the subject of teas, while you're doing a cleanse, you're going to do nothing but drink juices and water. You can drink water during the day as well. But the one thing I do say is okay are detox teas. Like you can find some good detox teas out there that will help you not only lose weight, but will clean you out as you go along. Because most of us have never done a cleanse. Think about it. Your whole life. It's like a car running for 20 years with gas in it. It gets gunked up. Well, the same thing happens with the human body. So if you do a cleanse, you want to clean it out from the top to the bottom, and you want to start fresh when you're done. So you're going to need a natural laxative, some detox teas if you want them. You do not have to have the teas. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need a nearby juice bar like the Mad Carrot. We'll gladly set up the cleanse for you. You can pick up your daily supply here and we'll have it ready for you. If you want to do that, just call the Mad Carrot. Or you can get your own juicer. We don't really care how you do it. We just want you to do it. Now, there are many different types of juicers, okay, and I'll get into those right now. The main juicers that we all use, okay? Now I'm sure you've seen the Jack LaLanne, the Juice Man juicer, the Hamilton Beaches, right? Well, those are called centrifugal juicers. They spin at like 2,500 RPM, something like that. I don't know the exact number. But with speed and heat, they actually extract the juice, they rip the juice from the pulp, shoot the pulp into a basket, right? And then the juice comes out in a nice little fountain for you. Now, if you're a person that's on the go and you need to do this quickly and get out the door, then that's the juicer for you. Now, the downside of the centrifugal juicer is it does generate heat, and because of the speed and the heat, it actually speeds up the decay process of the plants, so the nutrients don't last as long. Now, I use the Breville juicers myself when I'm using a centrifugal juicer. They're wonderful juicers. I don't think they've ever broken down. They can run 10 hours a day. It doesn't matter. Breville makes a great centrifugal juicer. That's one of my favorite juicers. Now, for the cleanse, though, I like to see people use a low-speed press juicer. Like these are my two favorite models. This is an upright low RPM juicer. This is the same as getting cold pressed juice at the store. The difference between the centrifugal juicer and this one is this takes a little longer to make, not much, but a little longer to make. But once you've made the juice, you can store it for 72 hours. So you got 3 days to drink that juice. With a centrifugal juicer, if you keep it really cold, you get up to 3 or 4 hours max. Most of the time it's around 2 hours. And then the nutrients are still there, but the enzymes die, and we'll get into that later, okay? These are two of my favorite model juicers made by Omega. They're very durable, they're very cost effective, and they make great juice. The slower the speed, the sweeter the juice. It really is true. And so this is the upright Omega VSJ 843QR. You can look that one up. I think it runs around $225, something like that. But it's, believe me, this is one investment that is worth your money. It really is. Now this one on the bottom, the NC800 HDS, this is my favorite press juicer. Now this is kind of a personal juicer for a small family or one person, because this is a crank that goes like this. As you put the vegetables down in there, it literally, it's like a corkscrew and squeezes the juice out of the plants, leaving the pulp on one side and spitting the juice out on the other. Now, if you have a juicer like these two, or any slow, they call it a cold press juicer or low RPM juicer, it's really great because you can bottle your own juice and leave it in the fridge for up to 3 days. Mark the date on it, have it, drink it all by 3 days, and then throw out what you don't use, but you'll use it all. I guarantee you, this stuff's delicious. The other thing you're going to need is a cooler. Now, the reason you're going to need a cooler, if you're home all the time, then no, you won't need a cooler. But if you're not home all the time, you are going to need a cooler because you're going to want to make your juices, put them in your cooler, cover it in ice, keep them really cold, and then take them around all day long. Because while doing a juice cleanse, you have to have your juices available because you're not eating. So as soon as you start to get a hunger pang or your blood sugar starts to drop a little bit, you just drink a sip of your juice and you're fine. You're good to go. I want to say this again, that you need to talk to your doctor if you have any health problems, hypoglycemia, diabetes, any health issues. Even if you don't have health issues, tell your doctor you're getting ready to do a juice cleanse and see if he has any advice for you. I am not a doctor. I am a guy who's been juicing since 1990. I think it's the greatest thing in the world you can do for yourself, but because we all have different physical situations, I don't know what you might have going on inside you. So if you think there's an issue, you talk to your doctor first, as I said at the very beginning of this video. Now, you want to have your juice available and with you at all times. All times. Bottles like this, take these with you. Just jam them in your cooler and you're good to go. The other thing you're going to need, now if you want to track your progress, you don't have to. You can just do this and don't worry about it. I tell most people, don't even worry about the numbers or the weight. It's not worth it. Just don't even worry about it. But for those who want to track their progress, get yourself a good digital scale. Okay? Now, you'll want a nice flat surface. You're going to lay the digital scale down. You're always going to let it get ready. And then use the same clothing each day when you weigh yourself, because clothing can have incredible different weights. Like for instance, this outfit that I've got on, it's just running shoes, a pair of jeans, and this shirt is 5 pounds. If the shorts that the shortened t-shirt that I'm going to weigh myself in each day is 1 pound. So there's a 4 pound difference. So you want to have something you can relate to. So use the same clothing when you weigh yourself every day, and that way you'll have an accurate gauge of how much weight you're losing. So you got your laxative, your teas, detox teas if you want them, You've got your cooler if you're not staying at home all day and don't have access to your refrigerator, and you've got your juicer, or you've got your juice bar like the Mad Carrot. Now, here's how it works. Okay, you're going to take the laxative tea at night. When you wake up in the morning, your system will purge itself completely. Drink a nice big glass of water. Hydrate yourself in the morning, always first thing. Want to do it right? Squeeze a full lemon into a glass of water and hydrate yourself that way. I guarantee you it'll start your day off right. That'll wake you up better than coffee. Then, get your juices going. Make your juices either the night before or that morning. Get them ready to go. Have one juice right then and there in the morning for your breakfast. And then I keep 5 juices, 5 16-ounces with me a day. Or you can keep 3 24-ounces, doesn't matter. Keep them with you all day long. Keep them available. As soon as that stomach starts to get a little hungry, drink a little bit of juice. You'll be just fine. On the subject of coffee, for coffee drinkers or even black tea drinkers, here's something I should let you be aware of. You're going to need to not drink coffee while you're doing your juice cleanse. First off, you want to cleanse yourself of caffeines and chemicals and coffee as well. We're cleaning everything out, folks. We're starting from new. Now, some of you might get a headache. I get that because I got one, because I'm a big coffee drinker when I'm not cleansing. So either get yourself some ibuprofen, some aspirin, whatever your favorite headache medicine is, or if you really have to have a little caffeine or you think you're going to just fly out the window, make yourself 2/3 decaf, 1/3 caffeinated cup of coffee. 2/3 decaf, 1/3, but only have 1 cup, have 1 mug of coffee. That's it, because this is what happens. Caffeine makes you burn off your blood sugar really fast, and that's why you get the jitters. When the blood sugar runs out, you get the jitters. It's also an aggravant to your nerves. That's why you get kind of hyper, and some people get anxiety and get kind of angry when they drink coffee. So you don't want that to be happening, because the only way to relieve that is to eat something. So if you are drinking coffee, you're going to want to eat. I guarantee it. So when you do this cleanse, the coffee's got to go. 2/3 decaf, 1/3 caf. 1 cup a day, because if you do any more, you're going to have to eat something, because you'll get the shakes, and you don't want that. Okay, so that's it for tonight. This is going to be the first night of my cleanse. I'm starting tonight. I'll let you know how I do tomorrow. Each day, I'll put a short video up to show you what my progress is, and let's have a great time. You're going to see, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'll show you over 7 days. If I feel great at the end of the 7 days, I'm going to go 14 days. Who knows? If I feel great at the end of 14 days, I'll go a whole month. I don't know how long I'm going to go. I want to lose a certain amount of weight because I've got a movie to get ready for. As soon as I get to that weight, I'll get back into my regular program. Okay, everybody, let's cleanse, let's get healthy, let's get strong. This is Darren from the Mad Carrot. Come on this journey with me, okay?